Hey, we're two fat guys.
We just watched Superman 3
In space!
at the end.
Eventually in space.
I was pleasantly surprised by this movie.
Well, you were pleasantly surprised by, I think, like, the first hour of the movie.
I mean, the end wasn't bad. It kept going. It didn't stop.
I think the end was kind of
It was
bad.
like, are we going to have a climax now? No. Again, another one. I'll have another!
I think the end was kind of bad. And some of the middle.
I don't know. I liked it.
Okay.
I'm not saying it wasn't bad. I'm saying I liked it.
Good distinction.
Yeah.
I will allow it.
Man, that was like it. I think it was kind of the Batman Forever of the Superman movies.
You looking forward to 4?
Oh no.
Don't worry, we have to watch Supergirl in the middle.
The Catwoman of the Superman
We
movie.
watched Supergirl and not Supergirl.
That's what I mean.
Oh, man.
Supergirl's the
Oh,
Catwoman.
okay. My shirt just says the cabin with my it being folded. I should.
Oh,
the cabin in the woods. Should not let my fat overtake my poor shirt.
Fat.
That's how much we want to talk about this movie. Are we further away than normal?
Maybe.
I feel like we're tinier than usual.
No, really? You think that we're tinier than?
Well, we're still taking up all the space, but maybe the space is smaller.
Trying to frame the frame with your hands.
I gotta do something.
Yeah, this movie's campy, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
The first 5 minutes, or
It had to be 10. It had to be.
the first 20 minutes, it seemed,
All
of the during the opening credits. I think that actually helped, because I think that set the bar so low.
That's true. After that, we're like, oh, okay, it's not as bad as all
Yeah.
that. It's just this weird slapstick montage of wacky things happening.
This Metropolis Rube Goldberg machine of people stumbling into each other that never really panned out into anything. And Superman hit a guy in the face with a pie.
That's right. He also picked up a flaming penguin, put out the fire, but then sent the walking penguin back into traffic.
A stuffed toy penguin, mind you.
Still, that's a traffic hazard.
Yeah.
Go in traffic, little buddy.
Yeah, during the opening credit scene, and then like this really poor titles during the credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
They're like flying space titles, but only in the bottom third of the screen, and like every time they come up, like that part of the screen gets all fuzzy, and they do this. It's like they're flying through space, but it's just a street, and it looks awful.
You know, the very opening scene though is Richard Pryor in the unemployment office, and up until they say the word Metropolis, it seems like maybe it's gonna be an okay movie. Like, oh man, what shit is Richard Pryor gonna get himself into now?
Do you remember that it's a Superman movie?
Yeah, and then they're like,
what's
sir, Metropolis is generous, but only to a point. I'm like, oh, that's right. Like, you're gonna have to mix this with Superman.
Like, Pryor's gonna have to fight Superman at some point.
They're two great tastes that confuse together.
Yeah, and then they didn't meet for a while. It's kind of like the Captain America Death Too Soon, where like we kept seeing bad guys scheme, and we kept seeing the hero
play with cats.
Yeah, like do weird random shit, and eventually they came together, and then it took too long to resolve.
Man, remember how bad that movie was?
Yeah.
Why'd you bring that up? Jesus.
Because now don't you feel a little bit better about this movie?
He was like painting in a park, and
yeah, he was.
Like someone said, I'm gonna make a movie about Captain America, and they said this should be a scene in it. Fuck.
Yeah. So a lot of good bits in this. A lot of really bad bits. I think as far as like individual like
I would say more
one-off jokes. Yeah. As far as like one-off jokes, most of them were bad. There's a couple gems in there.
We're really like, I'm from Metropolis. I see Superman every day.
Wink. Yeah.
Look. He didn't actually wink, but to us, it's Superman's going. Clark Kent's going. Good one, me. I know. Did you hear that? I did.
Speaking of Clark Kent talking to himself.
Good segue, yes.
So man, the first climax of this movie,
which I thought was just going to be followed by a
weird place.
Mostly because we're not sure what happened in it.
Yeah, alright, so earlier, like, they developed synthetic kryptonite.
Which happens in Lego Batman.
Yeah. And, it looks just like a Lego. It looks just like a Lego piece.
Is that a reference?
Like,
I want to go back in the Lego Batman game and see if like the makeup of the Kryptonian Krypton is the same thing.
Oh, man, I hope so.
Because I hope that's a reference. I hope someone's like, "Hey, do you remember the synthetic kryptonite for Superman 3?" Of course, other writer.
Yeah. So they had the synthetic kryptonite, and like Richard Pryor in a pretty good bit. Like, it was like,
yeah, it seems like it's from another movie. It seems like a Richard Pryor movie keeps interrupting the Superman movie.
Yeah, so Richard Pryor is like this homeless guy who becomes a computer programmer.
He's like a computer savant.
Yeah, but then he like teams up with this venture capitalist who's like fake Lex Luthor, and he tries to he has to like get the kryptonite to Superman. So Superman's getting this award in Smallville. And Richard Pryor just shows up in a general outfit and like gives a speech about how like Superman's protecting the USA and the American way and oil.
Yeah, this parody of the Patton speech.
Yeah, and like he's like, "Oh, we've got this to give to you," and just hands him a chunk of kryptonite.
And walks away.
And Superman, because it's not real kryptonite, is just like, thanks, I guess,
whatever,
sure, buddy." And then they're like, "Oh crap, it didn't work." But then all of a sudden, Superman starts.
But just wasn't
a jerk. Like in Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, like he becomes a rebel and kind of a dick. More of a dick than that.
It turns Superman evil.
Yeah, and so he's like, but like to the point where he'd even say things like, "I'm not a hero anymore. Like I don't need to worry about saving people. I'd rather bang you." Yeah, he straightened the Tower of Pisa.
I got nothing to add to this part of the
I know,
video.
clearly.
I get paid per sound.
No, you don't.
I do. I just get paid 0 per sound.
Oh, alright, that's fair. You get paid a half a cent?
Damn it, if only I had Richard Pryor's computer savvy.
Yeah, and he totally uses the Office Space. They ripped off Office Space.
Those assholes! Diedrich Bader wasn't even in it. He should have been. He should have been
Diedrich
Batman.
Bader as Batman as Superman.
That was Elvis.
So he starts turning evil and like being a real jerk, and then all of a sudden he's like in this junkyard, and Clark Kent appears.
He like steps out of him.
Yeah. So then Clark
fight
Kent
for like 15 minutes,
and Superman start fighting
for like a solid 15 minutes.
And we're like, what is happening? And it was probably all in his head, I imagine.
It like ends with Clark Kent choking Superman, and then like as Superman like starts dying, he just fades out of existence, and then Clark Kent's just standing there.
And then great musical cue there. They just go right into the classic Superman theme as he pulls open his shirt and it's got the big Superman logo there. Yeah,
but the Spider-Man logo there.
That's pretty good. Like, oh shit! No, I thought here somebody keeps pulling like different logos.
Captain Marvel, damn it, no. Shazam, fuck.
Yeah, but that whole sequence, because we weren't sure whether or not it was
real or not.
Yeah, real or in his head.
It was a bit baffling.
And then the movie didn't end for like 20 minutes after that.
Yeah, because there's like a whole other climax or two.
Yeah, and then they have to go fight a computer that has magic powers.
Which, man, nice weird slow play on the acid.
Yeah.
I'm like, that had a point?
Yeah.
Fuck this noise.
Yeah, like the first thing that Superman saves in the beginning, like...
Except the penguin.
Except for the penguin.
And that guy who's drowning.
Sorry, I don't pay any attention to anything that happened in the opening credit scene.
Okay, so that man drowning didn't count.
No. Which Mythbusters, get on that. Can you wreck a car into a fire hydrant in such a way that it causes the car to fill up with water?
Drown.
And you can drown in the middle of a city street.
And I want you to drown someone. Satori's. Sorry. Bad news. We avoided it as long as we could. We have to drown you. Richard's my plan to become the Mythbusters accountant.
No.
I want to become the Mythbusters accountant. Essentially, like, I'll actually do their accounting, but then occasionally I'll be on the show.
Never show to the IRS.
And essentially my lines will be like, you want to do what? Buy 2 jet planes to crash in? How is that a myth? What are you testing? I'm like, no! Just me decrying the expenses. I'm like, they buy a lot of expensive shit just to blow up.
They probably wouldn't need you to do that, though. They can probably just turn the camera on the actual, like, Discovery Channel accountant.
That's what I'm saying. I guess I want to be
that guy.
I want to be that guy. I want to work for the Discovery Channel as the accountant, but specifically just for the Mythbusters. So I sit there and go, fucking, what are we doing?
Exactly. You probably got to look at it like what brings money back for the Discovery Channel, and I got to imagine the Mythbusters are pretty hefty part of that.
The hefty fucking fee for the Mythbusters.
So Superman
3. The Quest for Superman 4.
Oh, I hope they never find it. Or I hope Superman 4 also has Richard Pryor.
Superman 4 has John Cryer as Lex Luthor's wacky cousin.
Those are not interchangeable.
They rhyme.
Though, man, I would probably watch 2.5 Men a lot more.
Yeah? Oh, shit. And by a lot more, you mean at all? Then yes, I would.
Yeah, I've said my piece about this movie.
Yeah, and I'll just keep thinking about Richard Pryor and 2.5 Men.
Like Charlie Sheen, like bring home another woman, and then Richard Pryor just takes it.
Just runs out of the room on fire. That'd be great, man, because then you can get back all the like lazy jokes of, oh, this guy's uptight and this guy parties. Like, oh, this guy parties and fucking Richard Pryor's in the room. That would be the joke. It's infinitely better than what they currently have, or had, or whatever.
So is anything where you have like, all right, here's the situation, blank, and Richard Pryor's in the room. That's what the plot of Superman 3 is.
That's true.
Superman that continues to be Superman, and Richard Pryor's in the room.
Yeah, there was at one point there was a draft that had Brainiac and Mr. Mixelplex in it, and then they're like, actually, we got Richard Pryor. Should we just hackney something together?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, we don't want to do Lex Luthor. We don't want to get stale, so let's do another businessman.
Yeah, so like, I had Richard, the same director as.
So we did answer the question. We answered the question.
Yay!
We said the secret word. Now we get to watch the losers.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows if we're gonna watch it?
No, who knows if that's a good thing or not.
That's true.
I've completely lost my train of thought. So we're gonna go watch Losers. Bye.